What would it feel like if your MEDSPA consultants had the highest closing ratios possible? What would that do for your practice? What would that do for your company culture? From facilitating thousands of sales events with many 100% closing ratios, would you like to know the training secrets to turn your elective medical staff into 100% closing specialists? Well, guess what? I'm about to share our training strategies and to teach you why higher ticket sales are easier to close than smaller sales. If you wonder why, let me tell you, we've learned from all these sales events. Takeaway number one, practice, practice, practice. It's all about the process and planning and consultations. Clarity, certainty, and training are the secrets to success. So when it comes to closing, there are many ways to build confidence in your team and yourself. But how do you do that? Planting the seeds over time with a specific process will create the kind of closing ratios you only dream of. Even if we are talking about selling memberships, you and your team must believe you can meet or exceed your patients' needs and expectations. Once you know that, you can do this with educational, consultative sales structures that will appeal to you, your team, and your patients. So let's get started on how to create killer closing strategies for your structure and your team. Takeaway number two, in your mind and in advance of performing consultations, you and your team have to know that your program is literally the best on the market to deliver results. Now, I know that can come with a few questions. The minute that this becomes clear, that you have something valuable that you can offer your patients to get great results, when you understand and believe at a deep level that you can change people's lives, that's what makes sales and how you are excited with confidence and passion to educate your clients, which, by the way, is contagious. Over the past dozen years or so, our clients have implemented these processes and are reaping the rewards for their commitment to the process, time investment, and team buy-in, but most importantly, revenue that is quickly growing and consistent. For those of you who are new here, I'm Kelly Smith, founder and CEO of Projected Growth Consulting, and today I'm going to share the closing strategies that have helped me and my team close over $20 million in sales for our clients year after year. How can closing be as easy as 1, 2, 3? And how will it increase sales conversion or closing ratios? Stay till the end of this video and receive my free training tool to add exceptionally high closing ratios for your MEDSPA sales team. Once your team believes in the results that you are creating for your clients, you will be unstoppable. You and your team will become a high closing team with more confidence and more referrals than you know what to do with. So here are my top 10 strategies for killer closing ratios. Drop a comment in the chat if you want these insider secrets. 1. Start with reviewing best patient and team outcomes from treatment programs that you offer. Review the before and after photos and learn how to highlight the results by pointing out the areas that you want to show your patients in your photos during consults, events, and even on your website. 2. Get video written testimonials and transformation stories that your staff can share. How did it change their life or make them feel better about themselves, their bodies, or their self-esteem? Develop the story because stories sell more effectively than facts. Stories are a softer way of selling because you're simply sharing a success story about yourself, your relative, a staff member, or a patient, sometimes by name, other times just by age, sex, and a description of their desired results and how it affected their life. Number 3, highlighting staff or client outcomes at the front desk with poster boards or printouts is more powerful than most practices understand. This case study approach is an amazing way to share what is possible from your membership's combination treatment protocols and what's possible in our industry with amazing new technologies that we are so lucky to be able to offer to ourselves, our staff, and our clients. One of the best things about this industry is that we have new options all the time, and that's amazing. 4, focus on benefit selling during your lead conversion, consultation, and closing. This means you are focusing on your clients' wants, needs, insecurities, desires, and making it all about them. This part is critical for high closing ratios and the connection through compassion, curiosity, and conversation in exploring the options to meet your client's needs and goals. It is our job to educate all of our patients, regardless of budget, the options that we can offer to them. Then they can decide budget, downtime, overall comfort, and level of what they're comfortable with. This approach puts the power and the information in the client's hands with our guidance to create confidence and social proof to offer to our patients who have achieved similar results before. 5. The team absolutely has to have access to the success stories, before and after photos, treatment protocols, as well as ongoing training. Ongoing sales training is the most overlooked need of training in our industry, according to 8 out of 10 offices that we survey. I wonder why. I think it's perceived that people are either naturally good salespeople or they're not. With practice, role-playing, and coaching, many staff members can be very good at consulting clients and achieving very high closing ratios. It may not sound like the sexiest training topic, but it is one of the training topics that matters the very most. If you cannot convert leads, combination sell, or close consultations, then there is not enough marketing, money, or budget in the world to grow your practice. I know it can be taught from teaching dozens of event facilitators over the years to create these closing ratios themselves and by training their practices to do the same. That's the good news. It's highly trainable and you and your team can learn how to do this. Number 6. Now the one caveat is that you cannot train a person to change their personality. A people person is a people person. To have a killer closing ratio, you have to be a people person who is genuinely excited to see clients receiving amazing results. These are generally called extroverts or people, but even the best salespeople desperately need a system, a process, training, tracking, and a reward for performance. 7. Celebrate success. Setting clear goals and tracking results with a team, bonusing, having a dinner, reward, or celebration is the frosting on the cake, but it is not the cake itself. If any of this advice is helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more training like this twice a week, every single week. That brings me to number 8. Knowing you've helped change someone's life pivots your neural brain patterns to enjoy the love of educating and informing and consulting clients, which is highly rewarding and even addicting. My team is so happy when we have another 6-figure sales event or learn during our MEDSPA Growth Accelerator weekly call that one of our practices is doubling their sales records or killing their consultation closing. Number 9, shift your energy to excitement from successes both for you and your team, because you are helping clients create amazing results in their life. So regardless of whether you're on the phone or in person, you need to make sure that your voice, your tone, your tempo, your body language is perfect. Slow down, lower your voice, exude confidence, knowledge, and clarity. Benefit selling is what we teach in our courses and on our MEDSPA Growth Accelerator program to show you how to open with the right kind of questions to get the clients talking. Listening closely, addressing the exact client concerns and goals is the first step in establishing trust and rapport. Then, by challenging the prospect to imagine how it would feel after achieving these results, is following the most efficient and fast way to guide them through their decision tree to commit to your practice, your program, or your program suggestion. This is the most effective way to help them make a decision. Have you ever been in a doctor's office and had them say something like, "We totally know how to fix this. Rest assured, we can solve this problem. You are in good hands." That makes us feel good, right? Rather than a doctor who is not sure the best way to address your concern, which you're nervous about. Which physician do you choose? Brings me to 10. This is the final one. Conversions consultations are there to learn from your expertise. You are the doctor or the provider diagnosing the problem and coming up with potential ways to solve the issues with clarification, definition, pricing, programs to create the desired results, and confidence to treat your patient, to help them meet their goals, and to suggest the protocol. For free tips like these, click the link below and schedule a success call for an interactive conversation to find out how we can help you no matter what your budget is to achieve higher conversions, consultations, and overall revenue. And don't forget, it's all about the implementation.